A brace last night, a nice way to warm up for the season.
Yeah, for sure. It was a tough first half, but I think in the end, I think we probably deserve the win.
And I've heard from a couple of reliable sources that perhaps the opposition wasn't that good. How did you rate them going in?
I feel like they pushed us up until like the 70th minute mark. We gave away a couple of sloppy goals, but it's typical of these games. I think the last 20-30 minutes you tend to maybe get on top a little bit, and you can see the difference a little bit. And I think the 5-2 maybe wasn't indicative of the whole game. Probably just from the last 20 minutes, we kind of ran away with it.
I wanted to ask you, Jeff Gallett from the FFA has been on the phone to Stephen Marshall, the Premier here, to say, look, we can still rescue a position which enables Adelaide to host Women's World Cup soccer matches. Are you encouraged by that conversation, do you suppose?
Well, not really aware of this conversation, but...
Well, basically, you may be aware of the scenario that the government's like, oh no, we can't host soccer here for the Women's World Cup because we don't have a stadium, we can't play it at the Adelaide Oval.
Okay.
That was the position yesterday morning.
Okay.
Jeff Gallett's been on the phone subsequently to Stephen Marshall, so look, let's talk it over. We can come up with a solution.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think supporting women's football is an important thing, and if South Australia gets behind it, that's also important. But I don't really know the logistics or in what capacity South Australia can do that.
Do you have a view as to whether it's doable in Adelaide?
I really couldn't say, but I mean, I don't see why you couldn't play a game at Adelaide Oval, but as I said, it's not really my domain.
Just talking about, we'll go back on domain. Obviously, it would have been a good feeling to get that win in the first official match with the new boss. What was his reaction after the match?
He was pleased. We haven't really spoken in depth about the game. We'll probably analyse it probably tomorrow when we head to training. But yeah, I think he was pleased with the result, but there's still plenty to work on. It was the first game, so it's not going to be the most polished performance. I think it's a cup, so it's knockout. I think he was just happy to get the win and move on to the next round.
So you're back home and you're going to be training at Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Straight after this, I don't know if you're going to have lunch in between, but is that a new sort of system? I don't know if Marco did that last year.
Yeah, we didn't do that with Marco, but that way we can go out to Playford. The boys that didn't play or played off the bench can have the opportunity to actually do a proper training session, then we get massage and recovery there. Yeah.
And you got, I think, in the next round, Brisbane Olympic, another NPL club up there. You know much about them?
A little bit. I'm from Brisbane, so I played against them a bit when I was a bit younger. I think it's always good to draw NPL opposition. They often are a little not as strong as the A-League, but in recent years, I'm not really sure of their quality, but you look at all the other games, they often push the A-League teams all the way.
But there was an upset in Brisbane last night. Obviously, the old Strikers, the NSL champions 21 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not going to be a team you're going to take lightly, surely.
Nah, definitely not. We just have to go into it with the same mentality as we did last night. If we can match their commitment and their aggression, then hopefully our quality can shine through and we can knock them off.
Just recently, the A-League fixtures are out finally. Play Sydney the first round at home. You're kicking off the brand new season, and it's an international weekend as well. I mean, obviously you're probably happy to play at home, but the ambition of playing international football, World Cup qualifiers, is that still driving your career? For
me personally, yeah. Look, I've always kind of seen that as a bit of a bonus. I don't try to look too far ahead, but definitely looking forward to the first round. Sydney at home's going to be a great game. And you see that if you play well in the A-League, then you will get rewarded and play for the national team. So it's definitely something I would like to do again.
How about the lopsided draws? 26 matches, there's 11 teams. I suppose realistically, you could have 20 games home and away or 30 to make sure that you play each other, that you're playing the bigger clubs 3 times. I think Sydney, Melbourne Victory, Brisbane Roar, and some other, and Central Coast, and the Jets, but other teams are playing twice. What do you think about the way it's shaped up?
I find it a bit strange. I feel like you could probably just play an extra couple of games and play everyone 3 times. There obviously must be a reason why they've structured it the other way. But I think for Australian football, playing more games is quite important. So in the future, I think it'd be good if we could just extend the season a little longer maybe.